Hello and welcome to Stride ERP training. In this video, I'll show you how to clock in at the beginning of the workday and clock out at the end of the workday. Now, this activity is quite important because the hours that Stride generates from your clock in and clock out activities are used by payroll or the finance department to calculate your pay at the end of the pay period. So it's important that you clock in and clock out at the right times. So to get started, simply go to my profile, okay, on the left side, go to my timesheet, okay. Once you get to the my timesheet page, you may see this prompt. So this is telling you that Stride will capture your location. Okay, now this feature is optional. If your system administrator leaves it on, you will get this prompt. However, there's an option to turn this feature off, and if your organization has it turned off, you will not get this prompt. However, in this case, we have it on, so I have to click continue to move to the next step. And here on the top left side of my browser, you can see that my browser wants to know, needs permissions to allow location services. So I click allow. Okay, and now I can proceed to punch in. If I click punch in, the system will take me to, well, basically that's the end of the clock in process. However, if I have a reason to enter a note, let's say I was stuck in traffic and I'm punching in late as a result of that, I can always enter notes here. I was stuck in traffic. Okay, so these are notes for my supervisor. I enter that in there and hit punch in. If there is no reason to enter a note, you can leave that blank and proceed with punching. Okay, so once the punching process is done, you see the screen change and the screen is now ready for you to punch out. So when it gets to time, okay, to your clock out time, so end of business day, you want to leave, simply go back to my profile, okay, go down to my timesheet. Again, follow the same steps, continue, and you will be brought to this page, which looks slightly different from the punching page because here you are required to enter your accomplishments for the day. So you click add accomplishments, select the project that you worked on, okay. For goals, if you do not have goals assigned to you by your manager or by the HR department, you'll select others. If you do have goals, you will see them listed here. So select the goal that you worked on. Now, accomplishments, you can enter many tasks. All right, so you can record many tasks that you worked on during the day. So here, project. Again, I can select the project, or I can leave that as others if the project or the activity I'm about to report is not tied to a project. So start time, okay, I'll select 8 o'clock for this example. End time for this particular task ended at 9 o'clock, it started at 8 o'clock, and I met with the finance department to discuss budgeting. Okay, and that's it. So I can enter more details if I choose. I can go to the next line. I can select the project here, 2020 project. Others, I select the time. Okay, so this one basically ran all day. I had meetings with 7 clients to discuss the new product campaign. Okay, so I had meetings with 7 clients to discuss the new product campaign. And again, you can enter more, but for this example, I'm just going to stop here. So I have my full 9 hours accounted for, and I can proceed to punch out. Okay, so now with my punch out, you can see on the top here, Saturday 23rd, you have all details of your the date at the top of your screen. The punch out was successful. Everything is good. and I can move forward with my day. I can head back home. Now, something that you need to know, if you look at the bottom of the screen here, you can see your punch in and punch out records for the past, for the past X number of days till infinity. You can always select one, anyone that you choose to view. You can view the accomplishments for that day, and it will show you what you reported. Okay, for whatever day you select at the bottom, it shows you the project, the goal, start time, end time, description, and all that. Now, right now, I have the option to update this information. However, this is permission driven. I'm logged in as a system administrator, which gives me the rights or the permissions needed to update this particular item. You may not have that permission, so if you click on this, it may not allow you to update your own timesheet. However, I can, but you should be able to view it. Okay, so I close this, and now one of the things that I select when I select view accomplishments, you can see it's showing me 2020 project, and for this project, I worked on this project on the 23rd of January for 8 hours. This also shows up, when you go back to your dashboard, you can see my hours spent on projects last week. It shows all the different hours that I worked on last week and the number of hours of projects I worked on last week and the number of hours that I spent on each one of them. This information also comes from the reports you put in when clocking out of the system. So it's important to report the right things or the right hours, the right information, and Stride basically captures it and displays it on your chart, so you know how your time is being spent across the different multiple projects that are assigned to you. Okay, this brings us to the end of the training. Thanks for listening and have a great day.